So what I'm doing right now is I am about to water the plants. I've heard and listened to a few gardeners from YouTube, and they say that some of them say that watering before like a very cold night is supposed to work as an insulator. So the water, after it's absorbed by the plants, it works like those pink foamy material that is placed in your house, in the walls, in the ceilings. It's supposed to act like that, like keep everything warm. And so in the morning time when the plants defrost, they don't turn to mush. Because you know how after a freeze your plants can turn like to straight mush after they defrost, like in the morning. So hopefully this works. We did it last year and it kind of worked in the afterwards the next day. So we're gonna do our best and we're gonna see. I really hope this works. The students have put so much time into all of the plants that we're gonna be viewing today on this short tour. So we're gonna also, after we water the plants, we're gonna cover them with extra cover today, this evening, so that we can provide some type of extra protection. Even though it's not supposed to get too cold, it's supposed to get like 35 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's not super cold, but it is cold for these plants. Thankfully, they have been out here for some weeks now, getting used to the colder temperatures. So hopefully tonight won't be such a shock to them, because we're supposed to be in the low 30s up until Friday, I believe. So we're just gonna keep our fingers crossed and hopefully everything will be a-okay. We put on our protectant on this side of the garden. I'm putting this rock here to like hold down the fort. Hopefully that chamomile plant here is okay tonight. Moving forward, I'm just making sure that all of the edges of this area are down. Seems to be okay. Hopefully you guys do all right tonight. We'll see. This area is where we had our beans. We had, I think, Kitchen King beans here, as well as some red beans. So we're just gonna let these dry on the plant. We probably will have to harvest them this week with the cold temperatures that we're getting this week. So we'll harvest all the beans with the students and just save them. This area, I think we'll probably just do tomatoes all the way, starting from here all the way down in the spring. Yeah, I think we will, because this was our previous Three Sister area and it did okay, but we'll probably just do tomatoes here next growing season. Some of this I won't be able to cover tonight because I don't know. I probably will put something down over everything, but I'm definitely gonna cover these. These are our Napa cabbage, broccoli, and some Swiss chard. So we're gonna cover this area. I'll try to throw something over this area. We have turnip greens, some carrots. I didn't think I put carrots here, but clearly I did. Some turnip greens. We had beets growing, but I don't think they did anything after the first few days of them being up. And then we still have sweet marjoram, cilantro. Basil has come back a little bit right there, that you see that green right there. That's the basil. Our artichoke, I guess we'll just get artichoke next year in the spring. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm sure this okra will start to die back even faster with the colder temperatures. And I'll do my best to cover up these brassicas here. We have blue dwarf kale there with dinosaur kale mixed in with some southern collards. And we still got this thyme growing beautifully. It smells so good. And then the flowers will die. We're gonna save seed from the flowers so we can keep our zinnias stocked. And then all the plants here are covered. I'm gonna add more cover to them as well, so they'll all be protected tonight. All right, so everything's covered. I didn't cover these items here. We have collards and kale. They should be a-okay these next few days with the 30-degree weather. But these beans and tomato and squash, I'm sure they'll start to get taken out, because those are mostly like spring, summer crops. So it's okay. We have squash and tomatoes in the greenhouse covered and still growing and producing, so it's okay. But everything else is covered. We pretty much covered all of our fall, winter crops. So everything should be okay tonight. I covered everything as best as I could. So we'll come back tomorrow and check up on everything, but everything's doing a-okay so far. I'm gonna show you guys quickly before I run out of light, the greenhouse inside. I'm not gonna take anything off of the plants, but all the plants in here are covered. We have peppers on these front two tables, and the tomatoes that I just was talking about. See that? You're still getting tomatoes. And then you still have some yellow patio choice tomatoes growing there. Over here on this table are more kale, onions, Swiss chard, carrots growing in their own pots. And so everything should be okay tonight and for the next few days. It doesn't even feel as cold as it does outside. For one, the window panels in the back are closed more than they have been, and we don't have that wind factor in here either, so everything is doing okay. Still have to get a new pump for this lettuce grow stand. We'll be getting that pretty soon, but for now we have our pots in this tray here with water, and the plants seem to be doing pretty okay. We did get some germination on some of the containers. We will have to reseed some of the other pots that do not have germination. But so far, so good. And then, you know, that lettuce grow stand over here is still doing pretty well. The lettuce has already gone to seed, but I removed earlier this week that the students removed the seed pods, which are right here on the table. So hopefully we can get some more lettuce before it goes to seed. But look at the Swiss chard leaves. Look how big they are. That's so cool. So we're gonna do a harvest this week with the students, and I'll just have the students harvest from that. Well, that's pretty much everything we did. The students this past week did plant. Why do I still have the water can in my hand? What was I gonna say? The students did plant, put some plants in the wind tunnel. They should be okay tonight. Let's do a little check on them. Yeah, everybody's doing okay. Everything should be okay in here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but everything should be okay in here. These are all fall, you know, frost tender, not frost tender, but frost, what's the word? Frost hardy. I think that's the right terminology. These are all frost hardy plants, so they should do a-okay. If not, we have literally hundreds. Like, no lie, I'm not lying to you guys. We literally have at least 150 seedlings in the greenhouse that can still go out, you know, into the garden before, after this week, but before the temperatures really drop. So I think we'll be fine. And then we also have a lot of pots, so we can even grow in pots in the greenhouse if it gets too cold for all of our plants. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. This is the end. Thank you for joining me on this little tour of the garden. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, share this video, click the notification bell to be notified when we drop new videos, which is every single week. Follow our socials. We can be found on Facebook and Instagram at EBLLCINC and on TikTok at Project Grape. Until next time, we will see you guys later in the garden. Bye.